16. Duke Huan of Qi unites the lords 9 times. Even though Qi suffered a defeat at the Battle of Changsha, this did not prevent Duke Huan of Qi from becoming the dominant hegemon of the spring and autumn period. Over the next 10 years, Qi continued to strengthen its position. In 663 BCE, a significant opportunity arose when Yang state, modern-day Beijing, requested military assistance from Qi, having suffered a defeat against the northern Shanrong tribes. The rescue of Yang and the strategy of the old horses. Duke Huan led a large Qi army to rescue Yang, but by the time they arrived, the Shanrong had already plundered the region and retreated northward. Qi and Yang forces pursued the Shanrong deep into their territory. However, the Qi army soon found itself lost in a vast maze-like valley, seemingly with no way out. At this moment, Guanzhong proposed a brilliant strategy. Horses may remember the way. Let's find some old local horses and let them lead us. Duke Huan ordered a few experienced old horses to walk ahead, and sure enough, they successfully led the army out of the valley. With their forces back on track, Qi and Yang successfully defeated the Shanrong, securing Yang's safety. The protection of Xing and Wei states. Soon after, Xing state was invaded by another northern tribe, the Di people. Duke Huan, seeing his opportunity to expand influence, led another campaign, successfully defeating the Di and rebuilding Xing's defenses. Shortly afterward, the Di people attacked Wei state, forcing them to abandon their capital and retreat. Once again, Duke Huan intervened, helping Wei establish a new capital on the southern bank of the Yellow River. These campaigns significantly raised Qi's prestige, solidifying Duke Huan's reputation as a protector of the Central Plains. The growing threat of Chu. The only state that refused to acknowledge Qi's dominance was Chu, a powerful kingdom in the south. Chu had historically been viewed as a barbarian state by the Central Plains lords, but it had expanded rapidly, conquering neighboring tribes and claiming the title of King of Chu. Chu openly defied the Zhou dynasty, refusing to acknowledge the authority of the Zhou king. By 656 BCE, Duke Huan mobilized a coalition of 7 states, Song, Lu, Chen, Wei, Xiang, Cao, and Shu, and launched an invasion of Chu. The confrontation at Shaoling. Upon hearing of the invasion, King Cheng of Chu quickly gathered his forces to resist the Qi-led alliance. He sent a diplomat, Zhao Wang's envoy, to meet with Duke Huan, saying, "Qi is in the north, and Chu is in the south. We have never interfered with each other. Why are you bringing an army here?" Guanzhong responded sternly. All states are vassals of the Zhou king. When Qi was granted its fief, it was ordered to uphold the authority of the Son of Heaven. You, Chu, used to pay tribute to the Zhou king, but now you refuse. Why is that? The Chu envoy acknowledged their mistake, replying, "It is true that we have not sent our tribute in recent years. We will resume our obligations." Since Chu had yielded without a fight, Duke Huan saw no need to engage in war. The two sides met in Shaoling, modern-day Yangcheng, Henan, and signed a peace treaty. Final achievements and the last alliance meeting. Duke Huan's influence extended beyond military campaigns. In 651 BCE, he mediated a conflict within the Zhou royal family, helping Prince Ji Xiang secure the throne as King Xiang of Zhou. As a gesture of gratitude, King Xiang sent Qi a portion of sacrificial meat from the royal temple, symbolizing Duke Huan's formal recognition as the hegemon of China. Seizing the opportunity, Duke Huan convened another meeting of the lords in Kuaiqiu, modern-day Lancao, Henan. The alliance established. Flood control measures to protect neighboring states. Assistance for states suffering from famine, ensuring fair trade and food distribution. Commitments to peace between allied states. This was Duke Huan's final great assembly of the lords, and his 9th such meeting in total, earning him the historical title of 9-time Uniter of the Lords. The death of Guanzhong and the fall of Qi's hegemony. In 645 BCE, Guanzhong fell seriously ill and died. Just 2 years later, in 643 BCE, Duke Huan also passed away. Without Guanzhong's guidance and political wisdom, Qi quickly fell into chaos. Duke Huan's 5 sons fought for the throne, plunging Qi into a brutal civil war. One prince, Prince Zhao, was forced to flee to Song state for protection. With Qi weakened by internal strife, its hegemonic influence collapsed, and the era of Qi dominance came to an end. 17. The foolish Duke Xiang of Song. After Duke Huan of Qi died, Qi's state fell into internal conflict, with his sons fighting over the throne. This created a power vacuum, and Duke Xiang of Song saw an opportunity to claim the position of hegemon. Ba. Attempt to influence Qi's succession. When Prince Zhao fled to Song's state for protection, Duke Xiang took the chance to escort him back to Qi and install him as the new ruler, Duke Xiao of Qi. Since Qi had been the leading hegemon, Duke Xiang believed that by controlling Qi's succession, he could elevate Song's status. However, his influence was limited. Only 3 small states supported him, while the larger states ignored his calls for alliance. Seeking an alliance with Chu. Duke Xiang hoped that if he allied with the powerful Chu state, then all the smaller states under Chu's influence would follow him as well. His chief minister, Gongzi Mui, opposed the plan, arguing, "Song is a small state. Seeking the hegemony will bring us no benefit." However, Duke Xiang dismissed this advice, determined to secure Chu's support. The failed meeting with Chu. In 639 BCE, Duke Xiang invited Duke Xiao of Qi and King Cheng of Chu to a grand assembly in Yu, modern-day Sui County, Henan, to establish an alliance. His minister, Gongzi Mui, warned him, "What if King Cheng of Chu has bad intentions? You should bring soldiers for protection." Duke Xiang refused, saying, "This is a peace conference. How can I bring an army?" As Gongzi Mui feared, the meeting turned into a disaster. Both Duke Xiang and King Cheng wanted to be the hegemon, leading to a heated dispute. Chu had more influence, and its vassal states backed King Cheng. Before Duke Xiang could react, Chu's guards revealed hidden armor beneath their robes and captured him on the spot. Temporary release. Growing resentment. After negotiations led by Lu and Qi, Duke Xiang was eventually released, but Chu was declared the leader of the alliance. Duke Xiang was humiliated, and his anger turned toward Xiang's state, which had sided with Chu. In 638 BCE, he launched a campaign against Xiang, seeking revenge. The Battle of Hongshui, 638 BCE. However, Duke Xiang did not expect King Cheng of Chu to counterattack Song directly. As the Chu army marched toward Song, Duke Xiang was forced to rush back to defend his state. The two armies faced off at Hongshui, modern-day Xiacheng, Henan. Duke Xiang's fatal mistakes. 1. Refusing to attack when Chu was vulnerable. The Chu army began crossing the river, giving Song a perfect opportunity to strike. Gongzi Mui urged Duke Xiang, "Chu is arrogant, crossing the river in daylight. If we strike now, we can easily defeat them." Duke Xiang refused, saying, "We are a righteous state. Attacking while they are crossing is unfair and dishonorable." 2. Refusing to attack when Chu was disorganized. After half of the Chu army had crossed, they were still in disarray. Gongzi Mui begged again. "Their formation is not ready yet. If we attack now, we still have a chance." Duke Xiang refused again, saying, "Attacking before they are ready is also unfair." 3. Allowing Chu to fully prepare before fighting. Once the entire Chu army had crossed and formed ranks, they launched a full attack. Song's army, now heavily outnumbered, was quickly overwhelmed. A crushing defeat. The Song army suffered a catastrophic loss, and Duke Xiang was gravely wounded, struck by an arrow in his leg. His commanders barely managed to rescue him and retreat to the capital, Xiang. The aftermath. The foolish virtuous warrior. After returning to Song, his people harshly criticized him, saying he was too naive and foolish. Even Gongzi Mui could not hold back his frustration, saying, "Wars are fought to win. If you don't want to harm your enemies, then don't go to war at all. If you refuse to capture old men, then you might as well let the enemy capture you." Despite his defeat, Duke Xiang still insisted he had fought honorably, saying, "A righteous ruler must always uphold virtue in war. One should never strike a wounded enemy, nor take elderly prisoners." His delusional adherence to outdated ideals made him a laughingstock among other states. The death of Duke Xiang. 1 year later, 637 BCE, he died from his wounds. Before his death, he advised his son, "Chu is our enemy. You must seek revenge." If you ever need help, seek out Prince Chong'er of Jin. He will become a great ruler one day. Legacy, a cautionary tale. Duke Xiang of Song is remembered not for his bravery, but for his foolishness. His refusal to use strategy, his obsession with so-called virtue, and his misjudgment of realpolitik led to one of the most embarrassing defeats in Chinese history. His story serves as a warning. Moral ideals are meaningless if they lead to destruction. In war, strategy and adaptability matter more than empty virtue. 18. The Exiled Prince Chong'er. Chong'er, a prince of Jin state, was the son of Duke Xiang of Jin. However, his father favored a concubine named Li Ji and wanted her son, Shi Qi, to become the crown prince. To secure Shi Qi's succession, Li Ji conspired to have the rightful heir, Crown Prince Xiang, killed. Fearing for their lives, Chong'er and his younger brother Yi Wu fled Jin to seek refuge in other states. Jin falls into chaos. After Duke Xiang of Jin died, civil war erupted over the succession. Yi Wu later returned to Jin, seized power, and became Duke Hui of Jin. Fearing that Chong'er might challenge his rule, Duke Hui ordered his execution. To survive, Chong'er had no choice but to continue his exile, wandering across different states. 12 years in the Di tribe. Chong'er first found refuge among the Di people, a nomadic tribe in northern China. He stayed there for 12 years and even married a Di princess. However, after an assassination attempt, he was forced to flee again. The humiliation in Wei state. Seeking safety, Chong'er arrived in Wei state, but the Wei ruler refused to support him. His group was hungry and desperate when they saw peasants eating by the fields. They asked for food, but one of the peasants mockingly handed them a lump of mud. Chong'er became furious, but his advisor Xiang calmly reassured him. Mud represents land. The people are offering you land. This is a good omen. Despite his anger, Chong'er accepted the gift and continued his journey. A grand welcome in Qi state. When Chong'er arrived in Qi, Duke Huan of Qi welcomed him warmly. He provided him with horses, chariots, a residence, and even gave him a Qi noblewoman as his wife. Chong'er grew comfortable in Qi, enjoying his new life. Forced to leave Qi. His followers, however, urged him to return to Jin and reclaim his rightful place. In secret, they gathered in a mulberry grove to discuss their plans. A servant girl overheard them and reported the conversation to Chong'er's wife, Lady Xiang. Surprisingly, Lady Xiang encouraged Chong'er to leave, telling him, "You are a prince. If you stay here enjoying luxuries forever, you will never accomplish anything." Chong'er denied wanting to leave, but his wife and advisors conspired against him. That night, they got him drunk, placed him in a chariot, and sent him away. By the time Chong'er woke up, he was already far from Qi. A brief stay in Song and the meeting with Chu. Chong'er arrived in Song, where Duke Xiang of Song was already ill. His ministers regretfully told Xiang, "Our ruler supports you, but we lack the strength to help you return to Jin." Seeing no hope, Chong'er left Song and traveled south to Chu. A friendship with King Cheng of Chu. King Cheng of Chu treated Chong'er as an honored guest, giving him the same respect as a ruler. The two men became friends, and at a royal banquet, King Cheng jokingly asked, "If you return to Jin and become duke, how will you repay my kindness?" Chong'er, always a wise speaker, responded, "Chu is rich in treasures. I have nothing to give in return. However, if war ever breaks out between Jin and Chu, I will command my army to retreat 3 Shi, before engaging in battle." Note, 1 Shi equals 30 li, tilde 15 kilometer. Retreating 3 Shi meant withdrawing 90 li, tilde 45 kilometer, before fighting, a show of deep respect. King Cheng laughed off the comment, but his general, Cheng Dichen, took offense. After the banquet, Cheng Dichen warned King Cheng, "Chong'er is an ungrateful man. One day, he will betray us. We should kill him now before he causes trouble." However, King Cheng refused to harm his guest. The final stop, Qin State. Soon after, Duke Mu of Qin invited Chong'er to Qin, in modern-day Shaanxi. Unlike other states, Qin had a strategic reason to support Chong'er. Qin had helped Duke Hui of Jin take the throne, but Duke Hui later betrayed Qin and even waged war against them. After Duke Hui's death, his son continued the conflict. Qin now wanted a new leader in Jin who would be loyal to them. The return to Jin, a grand victory. In 636 BCE, Qin launched a military campaign to restore Chong'er to the Jin throne. Qin's army escorted Chong'er across the Yellow River, marching toward Jin. Jin's officials, weary of civil war, welcomed him without resistance. After 19 years of exile, Chong'er finally became the ruler of Jin. He would be known as Duke Wen of Jin. Legacy of Duke Wen of Jin. Duke Wen, Chong'er, was one of the greatest rulers of the spring and autumn period. Under his leadership, Jin would rise to become the dominant state in China. His promise to Chu would later be tested at the Battle of Chengpu, 632 BCE, where he kept his word and retreated 3 shi before engaging in battle. His journey from exile to power became legendary, symbolizing perseverance, loyalty, and the power of strategic alliances.